Hi, my name is Robert Mallon. I'm one of the co-founders of Rusty Lion Academy. James 4:1 says this, interesting verse, what causes the fights and quarrels among you? That's a really, really good question. As long as you're breathing, there's going to be conflicts and things like that in your life, and they're never really fun, but really understanding why they happen can actually help you eliminate many of them or at least bring them down a little bit. What's the cause of the differences between us and the conflicts? Well, we're all different. You were born probably in a different city than I was. You were, you had different teachers, you had different parents, you've had different experiences in your lives. Well, the perceptions that we get from all of those experiences actually give us filters that we look at the world through and we interpret based on those experiences. So the problem is they're not always right. Just because you've experienced it doesn't mean that it's exactly the right thing to do there. Insufficient knowledge sometimes actually causes that too. And I want to show you a good little idea here. There's a thing called dichotomous thinking, which is one of the 4 irrational thinking styles. And dichotomous thinking is really all or nothing, black or white, 100% way of thinking, but it's basically you're wrong and I'm right. So let me show you how that works. If I hold my hand out to you right now and I say, describe my hand back to me from over there, well, you're going to actually say, well, your thumb is on the left-hand side, you have lines on your, hand and everything, and I go from over here, I'm going, what do you mean? It's not on the left-hand side, it's on the right-hand side, and I've got knuckles, I don't have lines. Now, what's the problem here? You're seeing it from a different point of view than I'm seeing it, okay? But here's a big question. Are you wrong? No. Am I wrong? Absolutely not, right? So we can both be right while seeing things completely different. Now, what does that mean in our own lives, though? When you get into a conflict, many times we think that we're just right. As a matter of fact, I asked in a seminar one day, why do we do this? And a guy in the room yelled out, because I'm right. And I said, no, that's not right. But we assume that if we're right, that the other person is going to be wrong. And so we go through it that way. So when you go through a conflict, when you see that coming up and you have a different point of view, Stephen Covey actually says this, seek first to understand, then to be understood. And what that means is, instead of just going with your point of view, maybe walk around to the other side and take a look at their point of view first. And it could be that that person is, 40% right and you're only 60% right. It even could be that that person's 70% right and you're only 30% right. But you have to see the other point of view first before you can actually make that determination. So whenever you go through something like that, slow down and ask yourself, what can I see about that other person's perception and how can I actually add that to my perception and come out with a real perception as opposed to just a partial perception there. So hope that helps you. Again, that is called dichotomous thinking. Great way to go through life, is to fight that dichotomous thinking. You're not always right. So hope that helps you. Pass this on to somebody else that maybe it can help too. And if you've not done it already, sign up for the Lion's Den at rustylionacademy.com. Take care, folks. See you on the other side.